Okay, so we see a lot of people with neck pain, and a lot of that neck pain and shoulder problems are caused by their shoulders being moved anteriorly and rounded forward. Okay, so they're sort of held like this. We're typing all day, we're texting all day, we're driving all day. You can really see the imbalance. So you're probably like this for 10 to 12 hours a day. Okay, how often do you go like this? Not very. So the pectoralis major and minor get frozen. They get frozen in this position. Okay, bringing everything forward. So we've got to figure out how to treat that. Okay, and if we can treat that, then we can bring this back and take the pressure off. So that can be sometimes a difficult thing to do. And if someone's been like this for a while, you want to go about it gently. You don't want to go and directly challenge it like with muscle energy. You want to gently sink in and get it to release. So a reciprocal inhibition counter strain type of technique would be useful. Okay. Now another thing we're going to do is we're going to be working in the shoulder region. So I don't know about you guys, but I've got loans. I've got to pay them back. I got a wife. I've got 2 kids. So I need to get a paycheck. Okay. And if I touch the wrong area here, I'm going to get sued. I'm going to have malpractice. So you've got to make sure that you get permission to go into the shoulder region, and you got to make sure that you're touching the right spot. Okay. So Mrs. X, can I put my hand into your shoulder region?
Yes.
Okay. So let me show where we're. So we're going to find her clavicle, and we're going to go right underneath here, and we're going to get right into her clavicular region. Okay. This is your pectoral clavicular fascia. And that, on most people, when you palpate that, that's going to be wound up. That's going to be very tender because it's like this all the time, right? The tension's there, okay? It's hypertonic. So, Mrs. X, I'm going to put my hand underneath your armpit, and you're going to put it right in the clavicle region, okay? So make sure you get permission. Make sure your placement's right because you do not want to, have a lawsuit against you. Then you're just going to put the shoulder here. Right, you're going to put the arm in front of them. And what that does is, what does that do? That takes the pressure off, right? Origin and insertion of pec major and minor come closer together. It puts it in a counter strain position. It automatically takes the pressure off, right? That's the way it wants to be. So here we go. And then I'm going to have you come back here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the rhomboids to fire, okay? Rhomboids and middle trap to fire. Can you gently bring your shoulder back into my hand? Push back. 1, 2, 3. Gonna relax. These fire. Pec major, pec minor should release. Put it further in a position of ease. Go ahead, push into me. 1, 2, 3. Gonna relax. Here, push it further into a position of ease. Go ahead, push into me. 1, 2, 3. Gonna relax. And then we can just hold it in that counter strain position. You're gonna have tons of, I would call them trigger points, that are going to be tight, and you can just gently get those to release as you hold it. And again, as we talked about with counter strain, when you're taking your test, 90 seconds, Jeopardy song 3 times, right? In real life, it could take 2 minutes, it could take 20 seconds. So once that releases, you're good. Okay, great. Now that we've got that released, we can attack it more directly. We can use muscle energy. So what do these do? Immediately rotate and bring your shoulder anteriorly. So what we're going to do, can I have you sneak back into me a little bit, your whole body? Good. And so what we're going to do is, again, we're going to place our hand in her arm, steering clear of any breast tissue, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to bring pectoralis posterior. We're going to bring that whole shoulder posterior. So can you gently push your shoulder anterior for me? Bring it forward. Good, and relax. Good. And then what I do, she fires this. This is the freedom. I'm bringing it into the barrier. I'm stretching it. So it's more of an angle. It's more at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead, push forward. 1, 2, 3, gonna relax. There we go, and push forward. 1, 2, 3, gonna relax. She's bringing it this way. I'm going this way. I'm bringing those shoulders posterior. I'm stretching out pec minor, pec major. Go ahead, push forward. 1, 2, 3, gonna relax. And go forward again. 1, 2, 3, good, and relax. Passive stretch. There we go. That's a good way to start that process of getting those pecs to release. Now, we did this in the office, right? She's feeling better. I'm standing straighter. I'm doing better. Then she goes back to work and she's like this all day, right? How's that going to work if I'm like this for 12 hours a day? So she's got to do her part. And her part is to come over here into this corner and keep her elbows and her arms parallel and stretch into this corner. And she's got to hold this for 30 seconds to a minute several times throughout the day to stretch those pecs out, to help keep those shoulders coming back so she's not doing this and doesn't become my old Italian grandmother. Thanks.